Hey there, Postal here. So today I've picked up the IL-40. It's on discount. It's special going on with World Warplanes. Let's hop right into it. Alright, so before we get into the battle, I did just get this plane. I moved my IL-20 crew into the IL-40. I have serviced it and as far as the upgrades are concerned, I've only upgraded what I already had. So the guns were able to be upgraded because these are the same guns that are on the MiG-15 and the MiG-9 and the Yak-30, and even the Yak-15, I guess. I haven't upgraded the turret at all. I've used the same rockets off the IL-20 and the Fab 500 bombs that have been available for a little while now. And of course the top engine. I'm not really sure what I haven't played a game in it yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be trying to unlock first. I guess maybe the rockets? I don't know. We'll find out together, won't we? And I had this cool paint in the paint shop, so I threw that on there. Helps with the crew experience. We'll see if it's worthwhile, considering I want to try to avoid being spotted at all times. Okay, pretty cool looking plane. Let's hop into our first battle. Okay, so this is actually my third battle, I think, in this plane. Like most ground attack battles, I'm in aren't overly exciting. But this one's a pretty good one. So let's see, we're in a tier 9 battle. I'm definitely still getting used to this plane. One, the guns are completely different than the IL-20, right? You have 6 23mm cannons, and they're all centrally located. They're not on the wings. The bombs and the rockets are the same, but it's only because I haven't upgraded them. I mean, the bombs don't get upgraded, but I haven't upgraded the rockets. And, I mean, the maneuverability is completely different. The speed is significantly better, and you can see I'm still trying to get used to the guns and how they work. And the rear gunner is really frustrating. He dies all the flipping time, and I think part of it, as I am thinking back, at the time I didn't really understand why, but as I'm thinking back, I think it's because a lot of rear gunners, I tend to angle up the front of the aircraft. And I've got somebody on me, so that way my rear gunner has better angle. The rear gunner on this plane can completely go, as far down as it goes up, basically. And so I don't need to be angled in a vertical manner. I can, use my maneuverability, the minimal maneuverability it is, to kind of defend myself from any angle. Man, these bots are just tearing me up here. I don't know if it's the anti-aircraft on the ground or if it's the actual anti-aircraft planes, but they just tore me up on this one pass. I couldn't even get a garrison, so how freaking sad is that? Disappointment. So one other thing I noticed with this plane over the IL-20 is because it can turn so much tighter than an IL-20. And not that it turns tight by any means, but usually in an IL-20 you blow something up, you can start turning, and it's such a wide turn that you've got plenty of space, plenty of run-up to actually take out the next ground target. This plane turns pretty tight comparatively, and as such I'm actually on the next target much quicker. With a lot less room and a lot less time to actually have my guns and rockets do the damage that I need them to do. Alright, so this guy here in the Yak-19, I definitely wanted to try to get rid of him, and man, this plane is significantly different when it comes to being able to take out aircraft. I can definitely take out aircraft pretty easily in this plane compared to the IL-20. But this guy in the Yak-19, I was actually in the last battle with him. He was on my team. We accidentally rammed into each other. I was going straight, he was in his Yak-19, and he side clipped me as I was leaving a mining facility. We both apologized to each other. Just one of those things that happens. So I actually put in the chat here that this time I killed him on purpose. He didn't respond, but well. hopefully he knows I was just joking around. Anywho, we finally got this garrison, yay. They've got a mining facility and we don't, so let's go ahead and get ourselves onto a mining facility. These J7s can be such a pain in the butt if they get their guns on target. I mean, I know Jawas are pretty detrimental as far as taking out IL-40s and IL-40Ps, and IL-20s for that matter. So I definitely wanted to get on him. Alright, so let's see what we can do to get this mining facility. We need to start getting some capture points. I figure I'll go for the easy kill first. Problem is these guns really don't destroy ground targets, at least hard ground targets, like the IL-20's guns did. They're very good against soft targets, but they're not as good versus ground targets. I'm not even sure I recognized it in this particular battle or not. Dropping a bomb there. Let's see if we can get this center part flipped, so that'll help us get the whole mining facility. Drop another bomb on the center part here, hopefully. Oh, yes, I did. Yeah, good me. So I can do what I was doing. Alright, and we've got the mining facility. Awesome. Alright, let's turn back around here. Unfortunately, I didn't recognize that I had a bunch of guys that are going to be causing issues, and I was focused on this P80, when in reality I should have been focused on the Jawa. And this is just a W1. This isn't even W2 or W3 that really would have torn me up. But still, that's how strong the quad 30mm cannons are on those planes. So we did get the mining facility before they killed me, but of course they've gotten the other mining facility, so, well, I guess we know where we're going. So heading over to the other mining facility, and let's use some of that boost. I do like being able to get above 300 miles an hour. That would be just a pipe dream in the IL-20. So, I mean, there's a significant jump up in the abilities of this plane. It's just different, though. It really doesn't feel like the next step up from an IL-20 because of its speed and maneuverability, and its guns are so different. I would think it's a little bit better at killing, well, it's definitely a little bit better at killing GAs and other planes if you need to. The ground armament otherwise, as far as bombs and rockets, isn't any weaker. It's just you've got to make sure you're using your guns properly. The guns are not as good at taking out those heavy targets, right? So, alright, let's see if we can get these rockets on target. I kind of paused in my rocket tossing there. I was hoping that the last couple rockets would have gone through the building that was being destroyed and killed the targets that were on the other side of it, but it didn't quite happen that way. Yeah, and see just how tight this turns, and like I never even left the area to be able to like get my guns fully on target. So luckily there wasn't a lot of damage needed to get that flipped, but you can see where that would cause issues. Alright, well now we'll cruise on over to the center section here. I don't think I'll have enough time to get the tier 10, just because I think I'd have to grind it today and maybe tomorrow. I forget actually when this ends. Today might be the last day, the 19th. Be cool to save a few million, but whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead and knock out the center section here. Really, I'm just using it as something to do on the way to the mining facility again. I feel like that's my life in this particular battle is, you know, next mining facility, please. Alright, so we've got the center section. Yay. Let's boost on to the mining facility. It's really, really important that I get this mining facility. Alright, and here's Hard Strike. He was somebody that I've been playing with, not directly, but he was in a lot of the battles I was in. And I kind of assumed he was going to be trying to shoot at me. I was playing with him when I was in my IL-20 grind. So he's still in his IL-20, and I mean he's specialized, so he's playing it just because he likes playing it, which I can understand. It's a great plane. Figured I'd get some pot shots into him. You get a lot more hits against enemy aircraft in this plane. Holy cow! No, 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 no. See, I'm angling up here, which is gonna get my gunner killed if I keep doing that kind of stuff. But as a GA, you're used to being kind of low. You can't really angle too down, or else you'll just crash into the ground, right? Alright, so one of my engines is knocked out. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Still going 160 miles an hour. Let's see if we can knock out some of these ground targets. Wow, the game has gotten out of hand pretty quickly, right? So trying to get, if I can get this mining facility knocked out, we'll be able to hopefully, kind of stop the bleeding, but it looks like it might be too late. Well, probably just like in this game initially. Man, look at how tight that turns. Looks like I kind of wasn't paying enough attention and we're going to be losing this game. Dropping a bomb, blowing up the tower so I can fly through it. And will we get the mining facility? Nope. A solid all-around game. Can show you kind of what this plane can do, but I'm only scratching the surface, right? Obviously it's not even upgraded. And I'm still, the tactics are different than an IL-20. So I've got to change my tact quite a bit. And I think that, I'm going to be able to do pretty well in this plane. I'm sure a lot of people can do pretty darn well in this plane. Let's head back. Alright, so we were able to get a first class out of that loss, unfortunately. Some things I'm noticing about this plane over the IL-20. Good job on hard strike, by the way. Kids playing downstairs. It's so much more maneuverable than an IL-20, which isn't saying much because an IL-20 is, basically a train maneuverability. That I tend to turn quicker than I realize, and I don't give myself enough space, basically, to get shots on, if that makes sense. So by the time I've turned around, I've only got, 1,000 yards, 1,000 feet, and it's just not enough to put down all the gunpowder that you need. So I need to use my speed to get a little bit further away from the target and then turn around, rather than just trying to turn around as quickly as possible like you do in the IL-20. As far as my upgrades are concerned, the guns are really quite good. I don't know what's up with my rear gunner. Like, he gets knocked out so freaking often. Like, I don't know what I need to do to fix that guy, but he's just dead every 3 seconds. It's driving me nuts because I get the feeling he's really good. I don't think this gun would give any more like armor or health pool, but who knows. The rockets seem to be really good as well. I mean, the rear gunner is strong as far as the gun is concerned, so I don't think I need to upgrade this, especially since it's going to be like 60,000 frickin' experience. I think I'm actually going to go for the upgraded engine, just because, like any ground attack aircraft, I feel like where I need to be sometimes is 15 minutes away, even if it's just the next sector. This is a lot faster than the IL-20, but still, I think some extra engine power would be helpful. Yeah, so, yeah, overall, I mean, good plane. I'm only 3 games into it, I think, at this point. I've got some tweaking to do as far as my tactic is concerned, but otherwise I can see why everybody seems to like this particular plane. It's been a lot of fun in the 3 games I've had, even in this loss. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day.